Come back, and I do believe we are going to have Dave Andelman from the Phantom Gourmet. Scorch's PFG TV, we're coming right back at ya. Welcome back, Scorch's PFG TV. I want to tell you very quickly how you can become on the pub crawl and how you can become a sponsor for the TV show. The pub crawl and the sponsors, you basically are fueling this show. This show is thriving and survives off of your guys' help. So the pub crawl, if you're a band or a bar, you can get your name, you can get your gigs for the specific week. We change it every week. And you can get your website information not only on the TV show, but on Scorch's PFG TV's website, pfg-tv.com. And like I said, we change it every week. And trust me, it is the best deal you can ever imagine. I'm having a first-time on offer for new bands that are getting on the pub crawl. Also, to become a sponsor, the same thing. You know, we have all sorts of sponsor packages available, from very little sponsor packages up to these big, huge sponsor packages. And anything and everything helps. We have sponsors coming in from Maine next week, and I also have a sponsor coming in and two bands coming in from Rhode Island next week as well. So that is how you can become part of the show. And once again, check out pfg-tv.com. Thanks to Company G Web Design, Development, and Maintenance. Now, I can't wait to talk to him. I don't want to say anything else, but give it up for Dave Andelman. If we were cool enough, we'd have a music bit.
You know, the theme song and everything, huh? This is very exciting for me, Scorch. You know, I put extra gel in my hair tonight. I've been working on Phantom Gourmet since 1993, and my real career goal was always to be on immediately after a cow. And now I've achieved it. Like when you and your producers were sitting around lining up the show, you're like, okay, we got to knock our audience on their ass in the A block. We got the cow.
Let's bring it.
We'll have some sea monkeys, and then we'll get to Andelman later in the program.
Did we bring the sea monkeys? Ah, damn! I told you we forgot the sea monkeys.
Did you really have your bar mitzvah at Papa Gino's?
I had my bar mitzvah. Believe it or not, yeah.
Did you have the brisket and Applebee's to complete the trashy functions?
No. Dude,
that was a calamari dish.
Oh, God. Oh, that's just awful.
Get married at Red Lobster.
That's very good.
Keep your pattern going. Man, that is really trashy. Your Brits at Papa Gino's.
I had my bar mitzvah.
Trash. You got our act beat.
Yeah, believe me. I actually used to make you and your brothers breakfast at a deli. You would come into this deli in Randolph, Massachusetts, every third week or something with your parents. I would make you guys breakfast way back when.
We had our share of deli.
And dear God, so I didn't realize you've been on the Phantom Gourmet for that long. It's been 17
Well, we started on cable in 1993. I went to business school and law school at Northeastern, and I wound up going into that full time. Oh, thank you. And then we got our big chance to go to TV 38 a few years ago, and now we're in a lot of things: television, radio, events, books. It's a lot of fun.
And I got to be honest, we're not stealing any of your shtick, but you say something on one of the commercials you run. Okay, Phantom Gourmet is nothing but a small business that does big things. You know what? No, seriously, brother, give it up for that, because that's exactly what we're trying to grow with this show. We're trying to make this show a small business that does smaller things than you can do.
One of the guys at TV 38 that we used to hang out with, he said, what's it like to work with the Andelmans in Phantom Gourmet? He said, they're like the state of Israel. They're always at war, and they survive on brains and balls and strong alliances. And I think that is a lot. I mean, that's why the key to everything, really, to me, in America, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, is small business. I mean, we need jobs, and all jobs are created by small business. Nobody starts out with 100,000 employees, and nobody understands how hard it is. So I think that every policy that we make, thank you, on a local, state, or federal level should be how can we get more people to start their own business.
Tell us about, now you've got a big event coming up a week from now. What's your event coming up?
Yeah, we do an event called the Phantom Gourmet Food Festival. It's September. Oh, thank you.
I love it. Good for you.
It's awesome. It's September 25th outside Fenway Park. So it goes all the way up Lansdowne Street and Ipswich Street. So it's right in the shadow of the Green Monster. 10,000 Phantom Gourmet fans. We're going to have 500,000 pieces of food on the street. Yeah, it's awesome. Indoor bars, outdoor bars, music blaring all over the place. I'm telling you, if you've ever seen Mardi Gras, it's like that, but with better food. 21 plus. You walk in, one price covers the ticket sampling, and it's the most fun event. I hope everybody comes out and checks it out. Tickets are on phantomgourmet.com.
That's never a problem, right? I mean, you guys constantly have packed houses at every event you've got.
Yeah, I think we sell over 100,000 tickets a year to our events. And I'll tell you, man, I am a little crazy right now. I turn into like one of those bridezilla types when we're doing an event. Because on radio and television, I feel zero pressure. It's free. If you don't like what I do, and I know a lot of people don't, you flip the channel.
Exactly.
But when we're asking our fans to spend their money, I'm like insane. And I overspend. Somebody says to me, that's $85. But yes, give it to me. Great. Because our fans are going to dig it. You'll see 10,000 people there. Every single one of them with a beer in one hand and smiling.
Food in it. Well,
that's what they do.
You have a beer in one hand. Obviously, most likely you've had one in your stomach or two in your stomach already. 3 in your bloodstream, and it's good.
It's all food that's designed, to eat with one hand. So it's hamburgers and hot dogs and chicken wings, and that's what Phantom Gourmet has always specialized in. There was lots of shows that talked all day long about recipes, and they were on their knees to all these celebrity chefs. We never did that. We were always about where to get great food and great value, and that's why I think in a down time we've become more popular than ever.
You know what? And how many times have you heard this?
This is a big show. You have one guy on the crew. All he gets paid for is to stand there and yell, "Yeah!"
But then,
how much you paying this guy? I want to hire him because I want to walk around in my whole life with a guy just yelling, "Yeah!"
Dude, nobody else knows that he gets paid. Thanks.
Oh, sorry about that.
He makes the 3 people in the audience sound like a whole 150,000.
He's worth every. I want to bring him to Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow. I'll say large coffee, milk, no sugar. Yeah!
That's good. You know what? You're going to steal him away from me. You're a bastard, man. You know what? You've got the world by the cojones.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out
You got
there,
the world
buddy.
by the cojones, which you can get deep fried at one of his restaurants. And you want to take the one guy on my show that gets paid. Thanks a lot, man. I don't even get paid, and Brian gets paid. Now tell us, so now, what is... Because do you get this all the time? Do people watch your show, maybe puff or something or two while they're watching and say, "God damn, I'm hungry, so hungry"?
Boston's a huge college town. So as I walk around, a lot of college kids do come up to me and say, "Hey, man, when I'm hungover and I'm trying to figure out where to go, I watch your show." Yep. It's almost like the new marketing campaign should be, watch the Edelman Brothers if you're too drunk to actually get out of bed and go do something.
I think that's great. Good for you. So now you do a few different events per year. You do the beach party, which is great.
We got into the barbecue business 4 or 5 years ago. We decided that we were going to start bringing in barbecue teams from all over the country. So I started going out to different events in Texas and Florida, and I said, I'm going to be the biggest barbecue promoter in the country. These guys said, "Oh yeah, skinny Jewish guy from Boston. You're definitely going to be the biggest barbecue promoter in the country." But now we're really one of the top 5 or 10 in the nation. There's a real big one that happens out in Reno that draws 300,000-400,000 people, but we've done as many as 50,000. And it's great because they call me from all over the country, Kansas City and Florida, and they say, "I heard about your event, boy, and I want to come."
I was going to ask you, so now it's getting easier for you because now you have people approaching you as opposed to the beginning when you were...
Yeah, man, that's small business, and that's the events business in particular. I mean, we do a big beer event now, we do a big wine event now, and the first year you go out to do it, everybody tells you that's the dumbest idea ever. Nobody's going to come. Because we did a wine event this year called Phantom Gourmet Wine Snobs Need Not Apply. Yeah. I wanted to deliberately make a wine event that was fun. Accessible wines, accessible food. We had a makeout shed, so in case you had a little too much to drink, instead of doing that in public, We gave you 1 minute in the makeout shed. And everybody said to me, David, if you call it that, none of the wine people are going to come. Meanwhile, we sold 10,000 tickets like breaking sticks. So sometimes when the experts tell you that you're a dummy, you got to go out and do it anyway.
I think that's great. And now you got a nice a long-term thing going on with the Phantom Gourmet. Is that?
Well, you know, life goes in funny directions. I mean, I did go to law school and business school, and I am an attorney, but I hired my brother. My brother Danny runs the content side of the business. He runs the show on TV 38 Saturday and Sunday at 10:30. And my brother Michael went to Georgetown Business School, and he was going to be the first of us to really get a real job at a Goldman Sachs or something. But you know, we reeled him in.
Hell yeah! You said no lawyer job, no Goldman Sachs job. You're coming in here and talking about pizza and hamburgers.
So he's a really bright guy. He runs the business side, and people ask me if it's tough to run a family business, but you know, I got to tell you, we love it. Everybody has their role. We definitely, we definitely argue, but I think smart people are supposed to argue.
Good for you. How about? So I'm going to run some restaurants by you that I think I know that you pretty much dig. Tell us your favorite dish there.
Go ahead.
Kowloon.
Oh, man. I mean, I spent so much time at the Kowloon growing up. I call Andy Wong Cousin Andy. I mean, I thought we were related. I've spent Thanksgiving there. I've spent Christmas there. Look, man, I'm an old school. Maybe you're old school. I like a scorpion bowl and a poo-poo platter.
There you go.
The other food critics can goof on me and say they don't serve that in China. I don't care. This is America. We take stuff, we bastardize it, we make it our own. And my father, and I think this is very unfair, although my dad is he's a legend. He's one of the greatest radio performers ever. He has an Eddie Edelman lo mein there. And I think now that we're in this business, we deserve our own dish. But we've been lobbying the Wong family, and to no avail.
Phantom Gourmet Guy Pan, perhaps.
We need our own dish.
Take Brian with you. He'll somehow get it. You bring Brian in to go see David at the Kowloon.
But they do Thai and they do sushi there now too. You know, I eat a little bit lighter than my father, so I like sashimi.
Just a little bit, huh?
I like sashimi and sushi. That's my style.
What about what's your favorite place in North End? I like Giovanni's. You like Strega.
Well, I've been to just about every place in the North End. I have like a cosmic connection there because my parents went on their first date in the North End. A place called Felicia's. I always think about that. Like if my old man had just spilled sauce on his collar, I probably wouldn't be here today. I go to a place called Strega, which is just a really super cool spot. They play different mob movies on the wall. Food is great. He really knows how to treat you at a start.
And you know, I never knew up until maybe a couple of months ago. Nick Ferrano owns the Ocean Beach Club in Quincy too, huh?
Yeah, that's a new venture of Nicky's, and he's opening a new place on the seaport. And he has another place called Nebo, which has maybe the best meatballs in the North End. But I'll tell you, in the North End, you really can't go too wrong. There's so much competition there. If you're not doing a good job, you're out quick. Another place I love in the North End, if you love pizza, greasy pepperoni pizza, is the Pizzeria Regina. 15.5 Thatcher Street. I even know the address. But we talk on Phantom Gourmet about your going to the chair foods. You know, do you have a death penalty in New Hampshire? We don't have it in Massachusetts.
We're living here. That's the closest thing to a death penalty we can get.
But if they had it, and the governor says, okay, gentlemen, they're going to flip the switch tonight at midnight, what do you want? I would think about a pizzeria pepperoni pizza, definitely.
No doubt. You know what?
Are you saying to me being executed or a pepperoni pizza?
We could sit here and talk all day. Would you come back on the show sometime?
Yeah, anytime you want me, man. This is fun.
You know what? I would love to have him back on. Give it up for Dave Andelman of the Phantom Gourmet. And one more day, what's your... it's Saturday the 25th?
Saturday, September 25, the Phantom Gourmet Food Festival outside Fenway Park, and you can go to phantomgourmet.com for all the details and online tickets.
Give it up for Dave Andelman, the Phantom Gourmet. Hang tight for a couple seconds. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do another sponsor break, and we'll come back and we're going to talk to the guys from Mass. Yeah! Ooh, it worked almost 3 times. This one's going to be a really quick one because I want to start off with the Tournament of Champions MMA fight at the Tingsboro Sports Center. We finally got the chance to co-sponsor something, and we are actually the title sponsors for this MMA fight in Tingsboro. Yep. Now, I'm glad Dave is here because he's going to witness something that's never been done before. Nick, I got you involved in the main event.
You're kidding.
You're going to be in the ring, the main event.
Am I the ring girl?
No.
All right, because that's what you would do to me.
You're not the ring girl. You're actually going to be fighting in the main event.
All right.
Okay. So,
no problem. It's going to be the shortest fight in the freaking world, but
it's going to be Nick against Brian's wife. Without Brian there to say, yeah, you're in some deep crap, brother. New England's top fighter, 16 fights in one night. Also, that's happening after the Phantom Gourmet party, so you can get there too. $15 for high school kids, $27 for adults. Tournament of Champions, MMA.com. Also, I want to thank another brand new sponsor on the show, New Hampshire Chocolates. Give it up for New Hampshire Chocolates. Now, there's a chili festival going on in New Hampshire in just a few weeks, and the Granite State Candy Shop and New Hampshire Chocolates are actually going to be doing these chocolate-covered jalapeno and chili peppers, which they're going to be doing right here live next week for us.
Wow.
But they wanted me to let you know all about them. They've been around, like I said, for 80 years. They have the booth at the World Championship Chili Cook-Off, world-winning confections, chocolates, and supreme ice cream. Are you an ice cream fan?
Love ice cream.
Really? Not a fan. But NewHampshireChocolates.com, that's their address. And once again, give it up for all of our sponsors, because, we couldn't do it without them. After all, Scorch's PFG TV is just a small family-owned business that does big things with no budget. So, let's do one more pub crawl. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to the guys from Mass. Scorch's PFG TV. Okay, welcome back, Scorch's PFG TV. Man, no offense to any guests that we had on over the years, but Dave Andelman.
Yeah, kicked ass.
Very fun. Great
interview.
I seriously could have spoken to him forever.
Yep.
Right now, we were going to have this band actually play for us live, but one of the members couldn't be here today, and I just didn't want to blow him off because we've been talking about it forever. So we have Louie and Joey in here, or Louis and Joey. It's the guys from Mass. Come on in, guys. What's happening, brother, man? Thanks for coming out. Thank you for coming out. So Gene couldn't make it today, huh?
Nah, Gene was busy. He was had to do some family stuff. So
that's that happens. So I decided what I would do today would talk a little bit about your new stuff and would actually play pieces of it and let you talk about like some of your favorites on the disc. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we've never done that before. So now, what about? You guys were around. You've been around for, no offense, a long time.
We have, yes.
How long?
Over 25 years now.
Yeah, and you had a really big tune back in, what year was it?
1986 we had our first hit, Do You Love Me?
Yeah! No question about it, right? Do you still get requests for that every time you play?
Every time we play.
And I suppose that's probably one of those things that's going to keep happening, but it makes you feel good, right?
It's great, yeah, it's great. I mean, the audience is always suggesting that song, so we try to keep it in our set whenever we play out. So.
And the new disc, I love it, man. I was listening to it. I listened to it when you first sent it to me. I was listening to it again today. Sea of Black. If you can get a copy of this, if I can interrupt Mark for a second. Anybody? Thanks, Andy. I appreciate that. There you go. Thanks. So tell us about this. It took a while to put together, but it was well worth it, huh?
Yeah. This was our last one we did in 2007, so it's been 3 years since this one here, and it's more of a complete album for us. The last one we did kind of different studios. We were out in New Jersey, and then we did some of it here in Massachusetts, but this one here we completed all in one studio at one time, so... But are we getting...
Hang on one second. Somebody tell Nick to shut the hell up! It's coming through the sound!
Shut up, Nick.
Thank you. Anyway, take his mic away from him. Good thing he's not cursing. Oh, my God. That's why I see Nick has his little girlfriend in the back. The first time he has a chance to get a little something, he gets all excited. Anyhow.
There he is.
And I was doing my best not to have to edit this show tonight. Oh, God almighty. What is some? So, what's like one of your first favorite tracks in this album? We want to play a piece of it. You like Falling from Grace?
Yeah.
Let's check out a piece of Falling from Grace. And this is Mass live on Scorch's PFG TV.
Typical New England weather.
I love it though, man. The whole thing, and the CD cover itself. People are loving the CD. It's a great thing, It's rocking, man. I mean, come on, it rocks,
I keep falling down. I keep losing pace.
And it still has that sound, Still has that sound.
Falling from grace. Can't seem to hold on. Can't seem to let go. Can my faith be gone?
I love it, man. It's good for you. Now, what else? What else you like on this?
I got All the Years Gone. It's another great tune, I think.
This one's called All the Years Gone.
Yeah.
Now, where's the picture taken?
All right.
In Melrose, Massachusetts, yeah?
Here we go. I recall
Yeah, it's nice,
a
man.
girl like you. She told me she would change my life, make my dreams come true. I keep moving on and changing day by day.
Now, do you know what I love? This goes to show you from the first tune, Falling from Grace, that was da-da-da-da-da-da-da, to this, you really do have a diverse, great diversity in the music you play.
Yes, we've always seemed to incorporate different styles of music into our albums. We've always had a few ballads in our CDs, and a few acoustic, and usually kind of builds up into a rocker at the
I
end.
like it. This one's called Justified. Check out this one here. I like this. I was listening to this earlier. I was like, smoking to it, man. I mean, this is just good stuff, Once again, it's Mass, my friends.
I'll show you something more. You're a coward.
It's great, man.
Thank you so much.
Great stuff.
Thank you.
Now, I want to do one more. I want to do the title track to the disc, and then I want to talk to you about your web stuff, and I want to talk to you about getting the whole band back here to play this stuff live, okay?
Bet.
This is called Sea of Black, the title track to Mass's Sea of Black. And the thing about this stuff is any one of these tracks can be radio huge for you guys, This is nice. I mean, come on, this is a good track.
In the morning after, through the clouds and the pouring rain, I can hear them laughing.
Oh, man.
Smiles again.
I'm marking this thing for you. We'll make millions.
We need a good manager.
You need it? I'll talk to you guys after that. Wait a second. You need a good manager? I'll hook you up with the Andelman brothers. The Andelman brothers, they're good at everything they do.
He was saying, he was sitting here talking about food, and I like my stomach is turning. Being a bunch of Italians, we're always hungry, But who's got great meatballs is my father. So
I love it. So how do we get a hold of your stuff, Mass? What's your website?
our website is massrocks.com. So you can come out, check the website out, and see where we're playing next, and you can purchase a CD from there. Or we also have it for sale at Newberry Comics and various online stores too, all around the world.
And the deal is, I think I'm booked all the way till this point, but I'd love to have you on first part of December, just before Christmas. We'll have you on. We'll make sure you sell millions of these discs for Christmas. Deal?
All right. Deal like a
All
deal.
right. Give it up for the guys from Mass
Thank
for
you.
coming in today and hooking us up. Real nice. And then just to prove he has a voice, let Joey say something.
Oh, gosh.
Hey there.
Thank you. There you go. Give it up for Joey.
I'd just like to let everybody know we're playing in Lowell this Saturday night.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, at Voices Rock Club.
Okay.
And come on down.
I know you're not really here. You're there, but you're here afterwards, so that's cool. Give it up for the guys from Mass. Come on. Okay, now, before I close things out, what I want to do is I want to talk to you quickly about the day we tape, and I want to talk to you about how you can come into the crowd and you can be part of our studio audience and a bunch of stuff like that. Now, the show, we do it as we are literally, when I say this to people, we're not lying. We are the very first locally produced late night entertainment show in the history of New England television. You've got, you know what? You've got your Lettermans and you've got everything else, but they're not locally produced. We are from New England. We deal with New England, and that's why we are here. So, if you want information, we have what's going to be on TV this week and who's going to be at our next taping, and all the information you need, where we tape, why we tape, etc., at pfg-tv.com. We're going to come back and we're going to close things out for the season opener of Scorch's PFG TV. We'll be right back. Oh my God. And thus ends our first show of the season of Scorch's PFG TV. I have to thank a lot of people. I'm going to start off by thanking one of the guys in the crew, Ron, because Ron is going to be cleaning up the studio for a good hour and a half after the show, because we decided to have a cow on the studio today, so thank you much. Now, shameless plugs, dear God. Let's start off with, well, for instance, My TV. Give it up for My TV. Every Saturday night at midnight, don't forget about that. Also, WeCareDesign.com, MadmanRecordings.com, LowCarPhoto and LowCarPhoto.com, and our pal Nivea. And I mean, we've just got a bunch of people to thank. So why don't we do this? Why don't we thank the people from Miles Smith Farm? Why don't we thank the guys from Mass? And why don't we thank, of course, Dave Animan from the Phantom Gourmet? Now, next time on the show, we've got New Hampshire chocolates coming in. Alan Wilbar, the poet, coming in. Comedian Mitch Stinson coming in. Plus music from Sun King, going to be here live. And I got to thank Ryan. And I got to thank Kirk. And I got to thank Mark and Andy and Nick and Brian. And we will see you next time. Let's do this on Scorch's PFG TV. Bye-bye.